My brother gave 4 years of his life to the U.S. Navy on submarines. But in 2024, he lost his battle with alcohol. And I sure as the hell am not going to sit back and watch the NFL shove down our throats a halftime show with a communist performer that's going to be given the middle finger to America. That is unacceptable. I don't know what has happened to this country, but I am not going to participate in the Bad Bunny halftime show. That is bullshit, and I'm sick of it. My brother, God rest his soul, was a good man, and he would just be pissed off to know that the NFL is trying to shove that down our throats. And this is my brother, Ron Wiggins, and I'll be damned if I'll sit and watch a halftime show with a communist wannabe Bad Bunny giving America the middle finger. Also, I have one other thing I want to say. I want to thank everybody who helped me get to where I'm at right now on my YouTube channel. I just recently, last week, reached 1,000 subscribers. And my mission is to become monetized, and the IRS bent me over, and I ended up having to mortgage the house that I paid cash for. And I had to take that mortgage, and now I want to pay that off before I die. So my mission was to do the YouTube channel, but it was way tougher, and it's still way tougher than I ever could have imagined. My hat's off to every content creator out there who makes it. I had no idea how tough this was. So if you would like to join in, then the second part of my mission is to have my mother's grave moved away from, she was buried next to her father who raped her when she was 11 years old. Those are a couple of things I would like to do if I could become monetized. If you'd like to support this old fart, you can go to the Chain Gang Network on YouTube, the Chain Gang Network, where we're all connected. And like, subscribe, and help support me on my YouTube channel, the Chain Gang Network. And remember, Bad Bunny has got to go. Matter of fact, I'll quit watching the NFL totally, altogether. I turned 68 on February 5th, and I've spent my life loving football and the Kansas City Chiefs. I even have a little actual authorized memorabilia thing hand signed by Len Dawson. And I have a buddy of mine, he was one of my former students on my truck. I trained him, the guy in the purple shirt, I trained him how to become a truck driver. Matter of fact, after like 11 years, he's still out there driving truck. And his brother went eligible for the NFL the year that he was a student on my truck. And he went to the Denver Broncos, first round, 19th pick, Garrett Bowles, number 72. So I support the Denver Broncos, even though I hated John Elway. And I lived in Colorado for many years. But support Garrett Bowles and the Denver Broncos. I support the NFL, but I sure as the hell do not support a communist, America-hating performer. And what the NFL was thinking when they did this is beyond me, but it will not be tolerated. So anyway, if y'all can get behind my YouTube channel, whoever can help me by liking and subscribing and all them other good things, which I'm not a proponent of people asking for subs and likes. I think it's stupid. People are smart enough. When I run across people that on your channel and I like you, I automatically subscribe, and I go in and support all kinds of channels just by leaving emojis, comments, stuff like that. And it's been a really tough road. I've worked on this for 3 years, and it was mostly the first 2 years were mostly interrupted by major life-changing surgeries. That's why I quit driving truck. I've got 2 million miles over the road, and here's my proof. This is this here is my 10-year plaque, and this is my million miles. I'm a gold millionaire with Prime Incorporated. This is the first magazine I ever got paid for writing an article for. So there's my truck. I took that picture up in Fulton Market up in Chicago. And you want to back in that hole, you better have your jock strap on. You better know what you're doing. And this map here, now I left home in 1976, and I didn't speak to my family but maybe a couple times in 30 years. But eventually I became reacquainted with my father, and he had had a stroke. And when he found out I was a truck driver, yeah, I finally succeeded in getting that holy grail that men search for with their fathers. And that was the day I pulled up there in my truck for the first time. My dad rolled his wheelchair out to the sidewalk, and he rolled up there and he pulled his glasses down, and he had tears in his eyes. And he said, "Son, I sure am proud of you." Man, that made my day. And we spent the next 5 years together bonding. I forgave him unconditionally for all of my childhood trauma that he ignited. And before he died, he made me promise that I would tell our story. So my brother and sister, I found them, and that's when I found out that they thought all them years, they thought I was dead. And I said, no, I was just busy. So most of it I was either in jail or prison. But eventually I got out of all of that. I turned my life around, man. At 48 years old, I started driving truck. And I had 13 years at Prime Incorporated. And I spent my last year hauling hazmat out of Lyons, Kansas. And I watched my brother die from alcohol. And it was a terrible, terrible thing to watch. My mother committed suicide. My other brother died in a police assisted by suicide by police. My other brother was murdered in a motel room. I'm the only one left. And I sure as the hell ain't gonna spend today watching Bad Fucking Bunny. Fuck him. I ain't down with that shit. So if you want to support a patriot, someone who you would have never believed in a million years that the words Republican would have come out of my mouth, let alone politics. I've made great inroads into changing my life over let's say the last like 15 years. I'm sober and changed my values. I see things a lot differently now at my age. So if you feel motivated to supporting a real American patriot that's lived an extraordinary life, go to the Chain Gang Network on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. I mean, really appreciate it. Not like some of these people who go, like, subscribe, and share because it really helps out the channel. Which, I feel like going, oh, well, fuck, if it really helps you, let me run right over there. What's the quid pro quo? You should get something. There should be some promise of I'll entertain you, something. These people act like it's expected and you'll do it just because it helps them. Well, what the fuck? I don't like that. So I'm looking to earn the subs because I got some fantastic stories. And I wrote 2 books, and I had the first one turned into an audio book. And over the last couple of months, I've been working on turning it into a Ken Burns style video. And the Amazon version, the paperback, the Kindle, and the audio book on audible.com are called Talking Dog and the Motherlode. The online video that I'm working on, I'm calling it The Children of Heaven and Hell. So if you go there and you find that, it don't cost anything to listen to it. I mean, I paid my producer $700 an hour when I was trucking and I had money. And he did a hell of a job. Buzz Blackburn. Great narrator. Oh, so does that mean someone gave me a thumbs down? Well, you know what you can do, boy. You can suck it. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and say, mainly, this was the main thought that I had today. Thank God that we in America have choices. And I am so happy that all of the people that got together to give us a choice in the halftime show, I am so happy that they did get together and now we have an alternative. And that is Kid Rock and Company. And I will be there checking it out. I definitely am not going to watch Bad Bunny. So him and all of his supporters and the people that support this communism and all this anti-American traitorous rhetoric, y'all can kiss my ass. If we're going to get rid of your asses. So a little bit of politics, a little bit of football. And I hope y'all have a blessed day and hope your team wins. Thank you. I'm Carl Wiggins, and I approve this message.